Hello Pisces, welcome to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you are new, thank you for coming. Hope you enjoy the reading. It's a general reading. We have a number of themes here. We have the 8th house, the 12th house and the 5th. But the themes that are coming through here are some sort of big shift is coming in, big change is coming in to do with the nuts and bolts of a partnership. Or it could be financial as well. It could also be to do with your psychic self and your particular abilities and talents and so on, which I will get to as well. So it could be covering that. The other thing is, it seems to be that you are going through a healing phase, or you and somebody else that is close to you at this time is receiving healing, or you are actually activating your healing abilities, and that's going to manifest quite soon. So that's coming up as a theme. Another theme is the some sort of shift or change is going on within your household, it seems like. So some sort of shift is going on there. It could also be child related. It could be your a love affair related, something to do with that, and various associations to do with all of those aspects. So I'll just work my way through now. 8th house, this is the card of endings and beginnings. So 8th house usually deals with the how a relationship, a committed relationship or partnership is put together. So it's the nuts and bolts. It's the financial, the emotional, and the material resources which get joined together in a committed relationship. So that could be shifting and changing in some way, or it's getting a boost, or it's beginning in some way, or it's ending. So somewhere, or something could be ending and something new is beginning. So it could be getting a regeneration, something like that. It could also be financial, because the financial side is, this is normally your big finance. So this is investments, insurances, inheritances, legacies. It can also be to do with banking and accounting, tax. All of those aspects may be coming in for you as well. And as I said, your psychic side may also be getting a bit of a boost at this time. The reason I say that is because at the bottom you've got Uranus, genius. Now, Uranus is the god of change, all right? So this is normally like a bolt of lightning coming in. You also do have Isha, medicine woman, and she's also got lightning around her. So something is going to get activated here. Uranus normally can be very it's a bit of a jolt, actually. It's like a bolt of lightning coming down. So a bit of a jolt, a bit of an upheaval, or some kind of leap of consciousness, or some kind of rapid change coming for you in some way, and it's going to manifest in this house. So this could be quite sudden, unexpected. With this card, it's expect the unexpected. That is always its motto. So this can be liberation, it can be freedom, it can be just an incredible idea, or some kind of incredible realization, or just you having an epiphany of some sort, or just a really deep realization about something. It can often be idea related, because this planet deals with futuristic things. So it's also to do with technology, and this is normally advanced tech. So this can be an upgrade from what you have had, or the incoming of something else that you perhaps have got to master or learn. As I said, it can be something almost like a divine download of some sort coming in for you. It can be that as well, some sort of leap in consciousness, but it could also be just a fantastic idea, or it could just bring some massive energy down which wakes you up. It's the great awakener, that is Uranus as well. So it could also be, as I say, it's some sort of shock or jolt that is going to change something completely, a complete change of direction. You could be moving out of something or moving into something, depending on how this is going to manifest for you in the 8th house. It can also bring unexpected things, but also unexpected people. So these can be exotic, eccentric, or cutting-edge people. People who have futuristic mindsets. It can also be people who are just different from yourself. So they can be from a different background. They can be a different sexual orientation, and you could be coming into contact with all these aspects and integrating it into your experience as well. At the top you have bust, independent. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. Okay, so you're going to be having to make a decision of some sort, but what she is saying to you is that you must make your own decision. Okay, so and always, do it from an independent point of view. So whether you are ending something or beginning something, or you are coming together in a partnership, but this is normally, as I said, a committed partnership. So this could be love related, or it could be business related. But when you bring things together and you join together in some sort of partnership, there's always going to be an amalgamation of your emotional material and your monetary resources, so everything around that. So what it is saying to you is that, depending on which way you want to look at it, it's saying that you must maintain, if you have been independent, maintain your independence of thought and facility, so and that will maintain your strength and success. Or it could be that within this framework, with a shift that is coming in, or the change, or the realization, or this incredible idea, whatever it is that's coming in for you, that a decision is going to be needed, or some kind of contemplation, but it must come from an independent place. So you can ask others for their wisdom and so on, but ultimately it is your own particular feelings and thoughts and motivations which is going to be important here. So if you are joining together, and more than likely that is the case, joining together in some way or shape or form, your independence is important in that regard, the decision-making process, and I feel the joining of it together as well. It could also be, as I said, the separation of some kind of partnership. It could come in very quickly for you, very sudden, unexpected, as I said, again, your independence is going to be important within that, the decision-making, and also how you're going to progress forward. So always maintain that in your decision-making process as you move forward, because that gives you power. So just see how that is playing out for you at the moment. The other aspect here is the 12th house. As I said, 8th house can also be your psychic awareness is going to get a bit of a jolt. So that may be coming in. But with this house and with the cards, the way they're laid out, it can also be coming in here again. 12th house is the house of the unconscious. So it's also the house of your it's almost like retreat and withdrawal. You may need to go on some kind of retreat, or just withdraw from life in general, at various times going forward. But it's also about your spiritual life, meditation, mysticism, and also your healing, or the healing of others. So it could be service oriented. So you may be wanting to enter a healing field, or you are already in the healing field, or you are receiving healing in some way. It could be that as well. This house also deals with all kinds of, as I said, the unconscious. So your drives, your motivations, your hidden feelings, your complexities, everything that goes on behind the scenes, any addictions, things like that. It can also be karmic. Various karmic issues or lessons going on in this house. And it is also about your experiences in various types of institutions. So this could be some sort of healing institution. It could be a hospital, or it could be a government institution, or like a university, or a library, anything like that. It's what goes on, what you experience while you're in that place, or you're visiting that place. So you could be visiting one of those places to visit somebody, or to study something, or to look at something, or to look up something, and so on. And it's your experiences in that place. At the bottom here you have Gemini, I think. So this is the card of communication. So this can be all forms of communication, but I feel with the way this is coming out, that this is about transmission of ideas. So the exchange of ideas, it's about the written word. You could be publishing something, you could be writing things down, you could be writing a blog. You could just be using words in general in this house in some way. It could be memoirs, it could be something that you do during your period of retreat, some idea that you get, or something you just want to express. You could be helping others, because the 12th house is the service house, service to others. But it's communication. So it's the transmission of information. You could also be receiving it, or you could be giving it. It can also bring technological things in. So this can be the internet, doing research, learning, and perhaps some sort of electronic issue. Now, you've already had Uranus with advanced tech, or just tech coming in for you. So this is a kind of a theme coming in. So you may be learning something new, or you may be mastering something in order to transmit your knowledge. Perhaps you're going online. There's various ways that this can manifest. It can also be that you're hearing something. So you could become clairaudient at this time. So with the 12th house, this is entirely possible. And you've got medicine woman Ishel at the top there. So you could be activating or having all sorts of abilities activated at this time. And one of those could be clairaudience, or various other of the clairs. But it could also be that you are feeling the urge to write, or to transmit your knowledge in some way, or to speak, to speak to others, giving talks and so on. So all of that may come in for you. It could also be that you have a soulmate coming in. This could be romantic, or it could be somebody who's going to assist you at this time with whatever it is that's going on right now. Also with the Gemini card, it's also about, thinking about things and thinking things through, but also using your mind to make swift decisions, or swift thinking, so thinking on your feet. So you may have to explain yourself about something as well. You may have to sort of talk your way into or out of something, or you may just have to sort of expand on something that is coming out in the 12th house, some kind of, as I said, explanation or discussion or exchange of ideas, something like that. You may have to sort of walk your talk kind of as well. But it can also be about learning, as I said. So aspects of that may be coming in. Here we have Ishel, medicine woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. So it seems to me that, as I said, your clairaudience may be activated, or some other kind of aspect of your spiritual life. And but healing is coming in very strongly. So you're either receiving healing to do with some very well, not buried or maybe hidden, but some aspect of your unconscious which is perhaps needing addressing as well. So you could be talking about this with somebody, getting counseling, something like that. But this is the 12th house is always about going really deep to what is going on behind you. It is also the house of escape, so you may want to get away and go on a retreat or something. And the type of retreat that you pick is something to do with learning more about healing, or activating some part of that for yourself. So all of those aspects may come in. But she's saying that you could also be receiving healing, or your partner or somebody else that you're involved with may be receiving healing. Or you may be learning about it and going to transmit that, or use your healing abilities in some way. And this could be like the start of a new business. So with the 8th house, that's entirely possible as well. and you may be joining forces with others who are interested in the same things as you. But you're healing, you are a healing channel, so it's saying to you, it's encouraging you to use those abilities in some way, shape or form, self-directed and then outward to others to help others as well, or learning more about it. Perhaps you want to open a healing practice, something like that. But it's almost like you're a divining rod. You're sort of connecting with heaven and downloading information. And being a Pisces, this will be natural for you because the 12th house is your house. Pisces rules the 12th house. So this is something that is kind of natural and intrinsic in you. And she's saying that you need to, to activate this or use it in some way for the benefit of yourself and the benefit for others as well. It could also be that, a career change may be indicated for you where you are going to be helping others, which is a 12th house thing, helping others, service to others in some way, and you're going to be using your healing abilities for that. Here we have the 5th house. This is the house of creativity. It's also the house of children, and that can be birth and conception as well, or children, either your own children or children that you are associated with at the moment. You may be working with children, or it may be a relative's children. It's also the house of love affairs, so a love affair may be highlighted for you at this time. It's the house of activities, recreational activities of all kinds. So this is something that you really enjoy. It could be a handcraft, it could be a sporting activity, or some other kind of activity which is very enjoyable for you. Everything to do with pleasure and having fun and recreation is indicated with this card. It's also the card of risk-taking as well. But I feel that's not necessarily an emphasis this time around for you. I feel this could be children related, it could be conception, or it could be to do with children, or it could be to do with a love affair. And your creativity is coming as well because you have something to do with the home coming in here. So at the bottom you have lunar eclipse change. So this card is indicating that some kind of change is coming in for you. And it will be something that has been in the background, been sort of bubbling away there, something that you're aware of it. You are aware of it, you just haven't put all the pieces together or worked out what is coming out of that. But this kind of bubbles over with this card. So whatever it was is going to bubble over, and the speed of it is going to take you by surprise. So it could also be a very abrupt change, something very quick coming in for you. It probably will cause a bit of an upheaval. Often the lunar eclipse can do that. So literally you will change direction, or one chapter will end and a new chapter will begin. And it can bring in quite a shift, and you will feel a little bit uncomfortable during that period because it's a shift to get you out of where you were into some other direction or some other place or some other mindset. So this could be a perception or change. And you've already had Uranus, which is about attitudes and perceptions or realizations, and that could easily be echoed again with this card. So something sinks in and it's going to trigger something fairly momentous for you. This is not going to be a small thing unfolding slowly. It's going to be something really quite significant for you. But if you've been in a rut, or and this is coming up, we'll get to that because you've got Pele here. If you've been in a rut, or if you've been doing something sort of more or less robotically, or just doing something to satisfy other people's views of you, well, that won't wash with this card either. So if you have been in a way of life which is no longer suiting you, then this is certainly going to shift you out of it. It is cyclical, so something could manifest and then within six weeks it wraps up, so that's really rapid, or it could unfold over a 6-month period. But it is a change coming in for you. As I said, 5th house. So it could be because you've got Vesta here, which is about the home. Your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. So if you have it, this may be for some people. If you are trying to conceive, or you're wanting to conceive, or something to do with that, it could be bringing that in for you. Or it could be to do with your own children. Perhaps you are upscaling to accommodate a new child, or you are downscaling because your children are moving away. It could also be to do with a love affair. In other words, perhaps something is changing on that front, and it's going to be, coming in for you. But it's going to affect you on the home front. And as I said, more than likely children and love affair related. It could also be from a creativity point of view with this change that's coming into your household. So you're either somebody's coming in, somebody's coming out, or you are moving. Then redecoration, and as I said, this could come about very swiftly, very abruptly. And with the change that that's going on, you may need to do a bit of a redecoration or change your home in some way, and that will bring in your creativity as well. So something to do with that, some sort of shift or change. You're either moving, or somebody's coming in, or somebody's going out, and that is going to change things on the home front for you. As I said, to do with, I feel to do with the home and probably other areas, but more than likely this. You've got the Cancer, I feel card. This is the bottom of the astrological deck. So this is, this can be all about domestic issues. Okay, so this is the home and family come in with this card. So family related, home related, some sort of shift is going on, and this is about dealing with domestic issues, working through things within the home arena or the family arena, or it could be both. It's also about feelings and working your way forward, going with your gut, your instincts, and your emotions will probably be high with this card as well. So just watch your moods, watch your habits. Some sort of shifts and changes may be required there because of your change. Change is coming into to do with your home, but also to do with the occupants of your home. So watch your moods and your habits, and you may have to change a few things in order to adapt to this change that's coming in for you. It can also be about memories, looking back at the past. So if you are downscaling or upscaling, you may be looking back with a bit of nostalgia and so on. And that's fine to do that, to appreciate where you've come from, or take the wisdom and the knowledge from that time and bring it forward, but you can't live there. Okay, you're moving forward now. It could also be something to do with the change of possessions. So this could be like old things, antiques or heirlooms, something like that, and that may come in also to do with the 8th house. This could be to do with legacies and inheritances and things like that. So memories are important. They come in with this, but also with the Cancer card, a female or the feminine influence or feminine issues may be coming up. And if conception is something to do with you, or children, then all of those will come in. It could also be about tapping into your feminine wisdom, whether you're a male or female. We all have both. So tapping into your feminine wisdom, or consulting feminine wisdom in some way about something. It could be that as well. And also, if you need time to retreat, then do so. And with the 12th house, that can be happening as well, where you just need to periodically withdraw, like the shell, like the Cancer, the crab. Just withdraw periodically to reorientate yourself, to get in touch with your feelings, to get a sounding of what is going on around you, and so on. It's good and healthy for you to do that. Here we have a Pele, Divine Passion. This is the bottom of the Goddess deck. So I feel this is to do with this medicine woman Ishel coming in for you. And I feel that, as I said, a career change can come in with this. So Pele is saying that be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? Okay, so if you have been doing something in a certain way for a long period of time, you may have just been doing it to satisfy your home situation or a relationship situation, whatever it may be. And this card is about following your dreams now. So this is about you and following your dreams, what you want, and what is of great interest to you. So what is close to your heart? What really makes your blood pump? What really gets you going? What really gets your enthusiasm and your energy up? That's what the energy of Pele. So you need to connect to that. She's saying to you, what aspect of you have you been ignoring in some way? And this is very much a 12th house issue. So this is an unconscious thing, possibly some motivational desire that you've had, some feeling that's now rising to the surface, something that you want or something you need to express. And it could be your divine, your healing knowledge, or something that you just need to talk to others about as well. And something that you want to pursue. It could also be that you just need to express certain aspects of yourself which have been kind of suppressed, and this could be an interest or a career change that you're wanting to make, or something that you just really is close to your heart, and she's saying to you that you need to go for it now. This is your dream, this is your life, and it's time that you live it and move on and find what it is, find the ways to move yourself forward. And activate that divine passion in yourself. I've got some destiny cards here. I've had them packed quite a long time, so I've pulled them out now to use. So let's just draw a card for you. Come out. Humility. All right. Okay, so in all things, be grateful. Be grateful. Keep a gratitude journal, especially when you find yourself in the midst of changes. Sometimes we forget that. We feel sort of victimized or burdened or stressed, and struggling with all kinds of emotions, or having to deal with a lot of different things happening all at once. So sometimes you forget about that, and you forget that the universe is always working in your favor. So whatever is going on, ultimately the design is to move you forward so that you can have the best life, or to develop the very best version of yourself, the very best and highest version of yourself. And if that has not manifested up till now, then these changes that come in are always trying to help you to do that, and they're very specifically designed. The universe doesn't make any mistakes. So whatever is going on for you, it's specifically designed for you, and ultimately it's up to you how you go about it. And if you develop humility in all of this that's going on, and be witness to your own particular wisdom and your power, which is coming in for you now, your healing abilities and various other aspects, to be humble and have humility for that, and also humility for the divine, because as I said, it's always working for you, and moving you forward, and has, universe loves you and has your very best interests at heart, and you're never alone. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of your place in the universe, and use your skills and talents to help others right now. Okay, Pisces, hope you enjoyed that. Do take care, and I will see you next time.